Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's try to get some wins with Talonflame paired with the Cradily and the Dedenne in the back. Pretty good lead. They swap into their Marowak. So this matchup here is a little bit different now. Now that we do not have Bullet Seed, we are running the Acid version. Let's see if we're going to be able to wiggle out of this situation. Looks like we get to another move, and this is going to allow us to take the shield advantage. We decide to let this go. It's pretty low already, and we have to come back in here with the Talon, and basically we have to either call a move or shield here and decide to go for a lot of farm. We decided to one shield farm down. And now we see a Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz tanks the Brave Bird. We go for another Brave Bird. And it barely doesn't KO. And then we switch out into the Dedenne, catching the Dark Pulse. Now we have to deal with this Matang. The Matang is going to be able to tank the first Parabolic Charge. Here comes a move. Let's see what they're running. Gyro Ball doesn't KO with the defense boost, and that allows us to get to another charge and taking down the remaining team. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. Closing with the Dedenne. Seems like Dedenne with the defense boost, very, very valuable. Horrible lead here. We are going to switch into the Cradily. Looks like they match us with the Fortress, but before they get to the move, we are going to be able to debuff them twice. Here comes another Rock Tomb. The Rock Tomb gets them into the low red. They throw this move here and go for the Sand Tomb. That is a great move because now they do force both shields from us. And we had to shield because we didn't want the Talon onto their Carbink. So even though we had to use two shields, that's our best chance to win the game. We're going to fire off the Parabolic Charge, and it looks like they are going to be able to reach a move. We can tank it because we did get defense boosted. We're going to go for another charge. They end up using two shields, so we get the two shield scenario. We force them to use some energy here, and we know one Brave Bird doesn't KO, so we have to keep on farming and try to get to two moves after they throw this move. Here goes the Dark Pulse, and we do survive it. We kind of fire off Fly and then Brave Bird. It does KO, and then we're going to combo play into our Cradily, and it doesn't quite KO, unfortunately. Looks like we have to try to win this game with our Dedenne, but unfortunately, Dedenne needed one more Thundershock to pull that one off, and down goes the team. So GG's to our opponent. Considering the lead, we had a decent chance to try to sneak out a win, but unfortunately, the Mandibuzz was just too tanky. Unfortunate for us. We are going to use the Talonflame versus the Primeape here. Primeape is at a disadvantage because we can tank the first one and then we can force a shield or the KO here. They decide to go for the shield, and it looks like they're going to play this out in the two shield scenario. We are going to have to shield as well, and we're going to look for the farm down, but they don't allow the farm down, and we go for a move. This is going to be the Brave Bird that goes shielded, and now we have the Cradily able to take this out. We are going to see the Fly come back in, and this Rock Tomb will take out this Talon easily. And with a little bit of energy advantage, we try to win this game with the Cradily. We do have the Grass Knot to take out this Gastrodon, and looks like this Primeape is going to be quite low and unable to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Cradily in the back. Luckily, able to take out the Gastro and the Talon, and because the Primeape was quite low, They didn't really want to play that out. Good lead here. They swap into their Lickitung. We pretty much have to go for this Dedenne. This Dedenne versus Lickitung here might be favorable for them because we know Lickitung is very bulky. However, we are going to boost up the defense. This defense here will help us survive this move. Ends up only being the wrap. So we are going to use a shield and we're going to maintain alignment. We go for another parabolic charge. Decent damage goes through, but this Sizer does farm us down. But look how low the health is. We can just come in with the Talon, and it looks like the Dragalge is lurking in the back. This Dragalge here is going to be pretty solid against our team. However, we are going to be able to tank these moves. We are having most of our moves resisted here. We are going to fire off this Rock Tomb now. This Rock Tomb will get shielded, and then they come back in here with their Shadow Sizer. Night Slash is used. We save the energy, and then we go into our Talon. We needed one Incinerate in order to get to the move, and unfortunately, this Dragalge is going to be able to squeak out the win. So GG's to our opponent. Looks like the Lickitung was just too bulky for us, and it did its job to get the shield advantage that it needed. Okay, now we have terrible lead. We go into the Cradily and we get matched with a Samurott. This Samurott here is an interesting pick because they definitely don't want to see the Grass Knife, so we go for the Rock Tomb bait. We get the shield. They have multiple Hydro Cannons, and we end up expending a shield so that we can get to another move. This Grass Knot here will KO or get the shield, and it looks like this Dugong able to farm us down, unfortunately. So we have to try to get some energy advantage with this Talon now, and we simul swap into the Dedenne matchup. It looks like we get the move off first, so that's a positive situation for us. Now we're gonna have the Dedenne defense boosted. We are going to shield here so that we can get off this charge and look for the farm down. Okay, it looks like we are going to see the catch attempt. This catch attempt here is going to be okay for our opponent because they are going to get to a move. They have to throw some energy. This energy does take us out, and now we have to farm down with our Talon. And we are going to fire out this Fly. It does get shielded, but our opponent does already have the energy for the move. So GG's, our opponent unable to win that game. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.